Welcome back to Mountain Connections. We always enjoy focusing on new things to read and watch right here on Mountain Connections. And I have something for you. There's an all-new series of a show called Why Women Kill. And I recently had the opportunity to speak with Lana Parrilla. You may know her from Once Upon a Time. She played the evil queen, Regina. She seems to always find these characters that she does such a good job acting out that seem evil on the surface, but deep down you find compassion and empathy for them. She's an incredible actress, and I recently had a great conversation with her. Let's take a look.
Right now, we are getting ready to visit 1949 Hollywood in season 2 of the murderous dark comedy anthology series, Why Women Kill. Today, we have the opportunity to catch up with one of the stars of this series, Lana Parrilla. Lana, thanks so much for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So this is an intriguing show. Your character is incredibly devious, to say the least. So tell me a little bit about the show and about your role in it.
Well, unlike the first season, which focused on 3 different periods, this one centralizes around one main storyline set in 1949. And this season will explore what it means to be beautiful, and the hidden truths behind the facade that people portray to the world, and the lengths that people will go to sort of live up to what society deems as desirable. And I play the sardonic wife who's married to a very wealthy elderly man. Her name is Rita Castillo, and she's been waiting for this guy to die, and she's been waiting long enough so she can live her best life. She's the president of the garden club, and she rules it with an iron fist, and she's having this very sexy affair with a handsome young buck.
And for Rita, beauty is power, to say the least. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, beauty equals power, right? And how do people use their beauty and power to their advantage? And then that's sort of what Rita Castillo has learned over her lifetime, is that those, how she looks has opened doors for her. And it's sort of, it really, how she takes advantage of that is like, she uses it to kind of survive. She's found herself in these very unhealthy situations in life, and she's had to reinvent herself over and over and over and over again. And she easily does that by looking the way that she looks and learning how to sort of walk and sound and portray herself in the world. And it's opened a lot of doors and has got her very far in the world.
And what is your favorite thing about playing the character of Rita? And do you have a favorite moment, without spoiling anything though, when you look back on this season that you played, a favorite scene?
Well, one of my favorite moments in the series was the episode that aired last Thursday, where you really see Rita's pain and her, what she deeply desires. And there's a beautiful moment in the kitchen between Allison Tolman and myself. Rita Castillo and Alma Philcott have a real heart-to-heart conversation about, what it means to be beautiful. And you can see Rita's sort of discomfort in hearing Alma sort of like, just she's complimenting her and over complimenting her, and it kind of makes Rita slightly uncomfortable. But really what she says is, women like us, when we reinvent ourselves well enough, no one can ever think we were ever anyone else. And that really just shows you what a survivor this woman is. And it gives you a sort of glimpse into her life and how troubled of life she has lived. And so I really love that moment. And it's a moment between these 2 women where you go, wow, they can actually be friends. They look so different. They come from different backgrounds, but they're relating to one another. And you can see that's a beautiful connection. And it's a friendship that you hope flourishes and takes off throughout the season.
And really displays this incredible amount of depth within the character of Rita that you play so beautifully and so well. And it also reminds me of a very famous character that you're so known well for, which was the evil queen Regina in Once Upon a Time. How do these 2 characters, how are they similar to one another?
They are similar because they are 2 women that really deeply desire true connection and love and deep love. and neither of them, well, Regina Mills ended up having that with her love interest, who was Robin Hood, portrayed by Sean McGuire. But he eventually dies, right? So she loses that, and she never quite finds true love again. And Rita Castillo, it's a very similar thing. She wants this love, and it's just been very hard to find that. And I guess it's really hard for a lot of people in the world to find it. Finding true love and deep connection is very difficult. I was talking to a friend and I said, it's so hard to meet people in LA. He goes, no, it's actually really easy to meet people in LA. It's hard to meet the right person in LA. And I was like, you're right. It's hard to meet the right person. Rita's journey and Regina's journey is one I think a lot of people can relate to.
Well, and you do just an incredible job playing these, on the surface, a little bit evil, dark characters, but giving them such empathy and depth, as I mentioned. So really a fun show. I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you so much. I think you're really going to love it. We often, as the cast, we have little gatherings and we watch the show together. We've fallen in love, all of us. And I had a little viewing party here for the premiere. And then last week we were at Allison Tolman's. The whole Garden Club was there. And then tonight, Veronica Falcon and Eileen Galindo will be at my home. So we've really become a beautiful family.
And it's once again a great show, and it's been such a pleasure speaking with you, Lana Parrilla. Thank you so much for joining us. Why Women Kill Season 2. New episodes are every Thursday on Paramount Plus. And once again, thank you for being here with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.